I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same.
What he just said about BLM, he's gonna get killed if he ever said that in public, okay? Y'all already know what time it is. Tom MacDonald is back on the channel yet again to pretty much go off on how stupid and how insane society has become. In today's video, we're going to be looking at Fake Woke by Tom MacDonald. I couldn't have chose any better words because these two words perfectly describe the society that we live in today. We're going to get straight into this video, and as always guys, I'm going to let you know my thoughts on afterwards. Let's do it. Let's play it.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls.
Yeah.
There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say as homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free cause we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings.
Ben Shapiro right there.
Tell me what to believe in. Hey, so fake woke. Same old safe zones. Hey, so fake woke. Facts don't care.
America, this one's for you.
I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home. Censorship's an issue cause they choose what they erase. There's a difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. Hey, so fake woke. Same old safe zones. Hey, so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety, I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. Hey, so fake woke. Same old safe zones. Hey, so fake woke. Facts don't care about your feelings.
Did slavery really end? Or did we just give it a different name? Did we just give it a different title? The chains, they just look different. They're not the same chains that we used to wear. Television. Tell-a-vision. The media operates by funneling and programming you like a computer program. They tell you what to believe and they go based off of your feelings. People are more likely to move and to do something based off of their feelings. And what happens is that all those things get funneled into our psyche, they get drilled into our subconscious, and before you know it, we're doing the will of our handlers, whether we know it or not. And especially with what he said about BLM and how he said this has been happening to everybody. Man, those are fighting words. What he just said about BLM, he's gonna get killed if he ever said that in public, okay? Tom MacDonald doesn't stray away from the truth. And a lot of people keep telling me, oh, so you're saying racism doesn't exist? I've gotten that comment a couple times. What are you talking about? I never said racism didn't exist. I'm just saying, let's stop making everything about race. Racism only thrives because we allow it to thrive. Oh, no, you're insane. What are you talking about, you Uncle Tom? What do you mean? We have to focus on race in order for us to get rid of race. How does that even work? If you really wanted to focus on the content of one's character and follow MLK's message like he outlined, this whole talk on race would have been gone a long time ago. But I know, people are going to be like, well, you just don't have experience. You're just an Uncle Tom. You're just privileged, all these other things. I've addressed all those concerns and comments already, but I digress. He said it in this video. I don't know what it's going to take for people to realize that it really doesn't come down to being a Republican or a Democrat. What is it going to take for people to genuinely realize that there are elitists with a global plan to enslave every man, woman, and child, regardless of race, regardless of creed, tribe, tongue? It doesn't matter. Because if someone can trap you and teach you what to think and not how to think, they've already got you. And you start with the kids. You get people desensitized while they're young. So guess what happens? When you have an agenda you want to happen, let's just say 10 years or 20 years down the line, guess what? You've already indoctrinated that certain generation when they were young. So when they grow up and they grow old, you don't really have to do much of the work because, well, you already indoctrinated them while they were young. When you were born into this world, the world already has outlines for you to fall into place. For the people that fall into place, congratulations. You are just another chess piece in a giant chess game. But then there's people that don't fall into those chess pieces. Society can't have those people. Those are critically thinking people. Those are the people that are asking questions. Those are the people that have broken outside the matrix and they're saying, you know what? These guys are onto something. They know our game. They know these tools of division. They're spotting them. We need to shut them down right now and in a hurry, because the minute these people start speaking to everybody, they're gonna get people to actually think. Once again, going back to teaching people what to think, not how to think. Tom MacDonald has done it once again, but he needs to be careful because, like I said, he's gonna get himself killed doing stuff like this. I've said my piece. Honestly, I thank you guys for watching this video. We'll be back with more Tom MacDonald. I'm gonna be reacting to some Larry Elder. I got a lot of things lined up. Steven Crowder, okay, I've got stuff in the bag. The amount of emails and comments I receive a day is insane. So what I'm probably gonna do is that I would want to in the future compile a lot of people's emails that they've sent me and a lot of people's comments that they send me and just kind of put it in one video. You guys heard it here first. Tom MacDonald, fake woke. Stay true, my friends, and be safe. Conversation out.